Well, you're stuck with me again. So I was able to pull some things together. I'm just going to be for you a very short period of time. Again, if I just had more time, I could do 2 or 3 videos a day. Time will not allow. So if you're familiar with this particular incident, type it in the comment section for me, please. The migrants stormed. How you doing, Veronica? The city council was actually in session in Seattle. We know they are a sanctuary city, and they were trying to conduct business, as a matter of fact, about uh, well, housing the illegal immigrants, among other pieces of business, of course. But how you doing, Tina? And so, again, just wanted to share this with you. They stormed this Capitol, the city council, excuse me, meeting, demanding, not asking, demanding free housing. And so, uh, of course, I guess they're tired of the motels, and they want something in addition to that. They want more. So, folks, whether you agree with this situation or not, the entitlement is off the charts. It's insane. So, wanted to play a short clip for you, and actually had to call the police because not only were the migrants there, their supporters were there as well. So, let me play this clip for you. We'll discuss it, and then we'll get out of here. Okay, here you go. Listen up.
Seattle City Council disrupted as asylum seekers and their supporters once again pleaded for support. Council President Sarah Nelson saying there are limited resources here.
I don't really want to participate in a conversation that should be had with county leaders, state leaders, federal leaders.
Council ultimately took a break from the meeting in the middle of chants from protesters yelling on behalf of the refugees. At one
Okay, stop right there. Let me rewind this just a little bit. You see, this right here drives me crazy.
All right. So I'll stop it right there. They had to call the police. So it got a little heated. And the people, they couldn't conduct any business because the people wouldn't shut up. So first of all, how do you enter someone else's country illegally and then start demanding something? Make it make sense. Type it in the comment section if you're familiar. This has happened last week. And now you're demanding something, and then you're waving the Venezuelan flag. What? Get out of here. So if it makes sense to you, that's fine. Just explain it to me, please, in the comments section. They were demanding free housing, free food, free health care, free everything. Well, news flash. They're passing out free housing and health care, food. A lot of Americans need some help too. What do you think about that? So Brandy, right? Brandy, I like the way you think. Brandy said, don't pay taxes. Unfortunately, Brandy, we're American citizens, and if we don't pay taxes, guess what? We'll be thrown in jail. So not only the migrants were, how you doing, Rhonda, Tina, Brandy, everyone who's here. So not only were the migrants causing this disturbance, but their supporters, who Seattle residents who continue to support the sanctuary city. So again, they crossed the border illegally. Okay, so you're already breaking the law, and they're committing this egregious asylum fraud. We know they're not here for asylum. Most of them aren't. They're here for other nefarious reasons. You haven't seen my prior videos, check them out. Okay, we talk about some of that as well. And so they had to call the police because they wouldn't stop. They were banging on the doors and windows. It was bedlam. Okay. And so this is ridiculous, folks. The leftist liberals, I'm sure, said Tina, where are we? If you don't like it here, go home. We shouldn't have to be responsible for that. Yeah, if it's so bad, leave. Those are my sentiments exactly. But how do you come in? How do you commit a crime and then start demanding things? And if you guys see that video, they're holding up a very large Venezuelan flag. That's not too smart, right? You're in America. You're demanding, not asking, free housing, free food, free healthcare, et cetera, fill in the blank. And you're holding up your Venezuelan flag. Okay. So tell me what you think about this. You know I don't make this stuff up. Google it. But again, you get what you ask for. If you look at all the cities where these illegal immigrants are, these cities are imploding. It's a money pit, folks. You can't keep taking taxpayers' money and funding this. It's a money pit. Tina said they act like teenagers, entitled teenagers. Excellent analogy, Tina. And so that's all I wanted to share with you. Wanted to make sure that you were aware of this. And again, if you think that you're immune to this problem will be coming to a city near you. I still need to do a video on the Lakewood pushback. Lakewood is actually a suburb of Colorado. And so Denver. Denver, of course, is in Colorado. And they're ultra liberal. And so they ran out of space. So guess what? Of course, you know, they have those closed door meetings. They were trying to open up a shelter, quote unquote, for Denver residents. But we know who was really going in that shelter. It was for the illegal immigrants. It's word semantics, folks. They're not slick. You think people don't know what they're doing? So I really need to do a video on that. And those people in Lakewood got wind of it, and they had a meeting, and it was not pretty. No one's stupid. They can't do that. Tina, it is craziness. Florida, yeah. Venezuela's crime rate's going down. Florida, I don't know if you were here when I did the video. The reason their crime rate's going down, check to when I started this series. Venezuela, they opened up their jails, their prisons. They told them run to the U.S. border, and that's what they did. So yeah, of course, our crime rate's going to increase. Yeah, Tina's right. It's actually happening all over the world. So it's not just, you know, here in America. So I just wanted to share that with you. See, make sure you were aware of that. There's so much happening, folks. There's not enough time in the day. I'd be making videos all day long. You know, so just wanted to make you aware of it. And yeah, what do you think about that? To come in and demand, you break the law to come into the country. Now you're here demanding free housing, free food. Those of you just coming in, free health care, fill in the blank. Okay. Yeah, and that's it. So everyone, I don't see any more comments. Tina said, of course, the mainstream media, no, they're not covering any of it. And I was talking to someone earlier, and again, some of the viewers and some of the comments in the comment section, or that I'll read sometimes up under the video, says I'm bashing, I'm against immigrants. I said no, but if you come in the country legally, that's one thing. If you come in the country illegally, that's something that's totally different. And again, if you look at the devastating effects that it's having on the cities where these people are being placed, oh my God, it's awful. Those of you who've never been here before, I once lived in New York. New York looks like a third world country. I would never live there again. Yeah, Tina, and that's the difference. You want to be pro-American? I don't mind, helping people, but help at home first. Help Americans first. That's all I'm saying. Help the veterans first. Again, Tina, the analogy: if you had children that would be equivalent to you going to your neighbor, feeding, clothing, taking care of their children, and then coming home to your own children and doing nothing. And you see your children starving, and you see your children may need some clothing, and you don't do anything. That's crazy. Ah, so Cha-Cha's back. How you doing, Cha-Cha? So, and I realize, folks, I may lose some subscribers because people, may not like the ideology, but everything that I am sharing with you, it is true. It's factual. And everything I share with you, I don't make it up. You can look for yourself. Now, I will say, if you're looking at MSNBC or CNN, no, maybe not. So find another news source, um, uh, another truthful news source. Yeah, Tina, I know it's horrible in New York City. I still have relatives that live there. So, regardless of your political affiliation, an old person told me a long time ago, you can't do anything with the truth. So it may, it may seem like, oh, I'm bashing the Democrat, but their policies are detrimental to Black communities and to America. They just are. Okay. So I don't know what else to say. How you doing, Sock? I think this was the channel I was on before. Yes, Sock, how are you doing, dear? We're just talking about what's going on and how the migrants were in Seattle, and they stormed. They were trying to conduct a city council meeting. They wouldn't allow it. They stormed. They were banging on the doors and windows, demanding housing and food and everything else free. And they had to call the police. There were arrests that were made. Okay, so we're just talking about. I don't mean to offend people, but everything that I share with you is factual. And so I don't know what else to say. I don't make anything up. Obviously, if I did, in this day and age of the internet, anyone can come right here in the comment section and say that is not true. So, it is what it is. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to let you go. Some of you have to, Sock. I just try to give people regard, and I tell people, and I don't care how you vote. That's your God-given right. Democrat, Republican, Independent. That's up to you. I just give you facts, and then you vote accordingly. You look at your life, do a personal self-assessment, research the candidates, and see which candidates most closely align with you and your morals. That's all I say. If we did that, they would arrest us immediately. Tina. Exactly. Tina said, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Yes, Tina. Tina, did you receive your money? Tina was a winner earlier. We did a video earlier if you weren't here. And so, I like to, give a little gift, a cash prize, because you could be anywhere else, but you're here. And so, just get, a little, maybe you want to go to Starbucks, Tina, and get you a cup of coffee or something. How you doing, Monique? I can't wait to put Trump back in office. He ain't playing no games when it comes to the border. Okay, Monique, we need those borders closed like yesterday. Okay, TA Cowboy, how are you? Good to see you, dear. TA gets it. When are you going to help Americans? I don't think any people in this chat right now are racist or are against illegal immigrants. You guys are saying the same thing I'm saying. Help Americans first. I think I told you guys, if you've been here, I live here at Pope Air Force Base in Fort Bragg. Now it's called Fort Liberty. There are plenty of homeless veterans that you could help. Go to those sanctuary cities. And what has angered me the most, Chicago, especially. How long has Chicago been impoverished? Since the beginning of time. Those people were never able to get anything. They were always told there's no money. But they've spent billions of dollars on non-citizens. So yes, I have a problem with that. And I'm not against anyone. Sock, I don't know what name you're talking about, dear. America's first. That's all I'm saying. Okay, if you want to help other people, but help Americans, people who were born here first. That's all that's my main gripe with this whole illegal immigrant situation, crises that was created strategically. And it's created a whole new voting base. I hope you, if you don't know, in New York, thank God that judge said no. I told you guys here in prior videos, they're trying to make it so that illegal immigrants can vote. God, Stevie Wonder can see this. TA, too many road. That's right. There's no way you fight for this country, then you come home homeless, broke, then dead. Right, TA? TA gets it. We're all singing the same song here, right? And so I don't mean for people to get offended, but these are just facts. And we've all heard the truth hurts. These are all everything that I can't come on here and make this stuff up. Tina, so true. I live near Fort Lee in Virginia. Yeah, Tina, there are plenty of homeless veterans around here. Why can't they get some help? And they fought for the country. How you doing, Jeff? And so that's my main. Thank you, Cha Cha. I love you too, Cha Cha. Thanks for the super chat. And so I realized, since I've started this series, I realized some of my older subscribers may not like it. Okay, but again, I feel it's my duty to share the truth because I'm sick and tired of people voting, Black Americans voting for Democrats, and you're just an afterthought. What do you gain from it? 60 plus years, economically and any other kind of way, everything is worse. So I'm saying the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and expect different results. Try something different. Even if you don't, I'm not telling you to vote Republican. I'm a registered independent. Hey, I think if you go back and check some of my prior videos, both parties need to get to work. Okay? So that's all, and I know some people, like I said, the truth hurts. Sally, people hate Trump more than important. Right, Sally? I was watching a video the other day, and this guy was like, what is this hatred? When Biden says something racist, he gets a pass. If you weren't here from my earlier video, you need to check it out. There's a double standard, and I don't agree with the double standard. I do have a problem with that. I do. Okay. And so, I don't know what else to say. But I'm saying that we need to smarten up. And if you want to hate Donald Trump, that's fine. That's your God-given American right. But why would I looked at a video yesterday? You love Jim Crow Joe Biden. Just go look at his. You don't have to listen to me. Go look at his record. I have people that come on here that don't know me, but they look at my skin tone and they'll say, "Well, you voted for him," and I very nicely and respectfully, I'll say, "Ma'am, sir, I did my research on Jim Crow Joe, and I did not vote for him." Very nicely, I say that. Okay. Norm, which news source do you watch? Norm, I normally watch the news sources here on YouTube. I don't do MSNBC. Back in the last time I really looked at CNN was in the 90s. Those of you who are old as I am, in the 90s, CNN was right there in the middle. When they had Lou Dobbs, and when he left, they went all the way left. And so, no. So I look at some Fox News. As it relates, they have a lot of information on this migrant crisis. But I look at people here, and there are a lot of Black conservatives here on YouTube. They're saying the same thing that I'm saying. And so, Cause I don't like Biden or Trump. Yeah, Cause and so a lot of people, Black Americans, are saying they're going to vote the couch. And a lot of Black Americans are trying to shame them and are angry. That's your right if you don't want to vote. Don't let anyone shame you. Right, Sock. Cha-Cha. Oh, Cha-Cha used to work at CNN. Cha-Cha, I bet you have some stories. Oh my God. And right, Cozy, just stop with the double standards. Now, if you weren't here, go check out my video from last week. Joe Biden came to North Carolina, went and bought a box of fried chicken, took it to this black family while he sat there and ate a burger. Look at that messaging. Could you imagine if Trump or any other Republican, just think of a Republican, period, went out and bought a box of fried chicken and went and sat down and ate with a black family? They ate a burger. The black family was eating the fried chicken. TA's voting the couch. Okay, so again, there are a lot of people voting the couch. No tangibles, no vote. Okay, right, Tina? I mean, I'm saying double standards. I just watched this video on the Philip Scott podcast. He has some excellent content on there. And you've heard me talking about him before. He even said, what is this love for Joe Biden? Why? Love Joe Biden, hate Trump. You're listening to what the lamestream media has told you. And these puppets that are placed before you to tell you how to think. No, I think for myself, and I don't listen to any of those people. Jeff, I'm not voting. I live in Massachusetts, and they always vote Democrat for president. Right. And depending on where you live in Massachusetts, Jeff, go back and check my prior video. I've done some videos on Massachusetts as well. Yeah, they're very ultra liberal. But you see what happened, Jeff. Go check my video. When that little bus went up there to Martha's Vineyard full of illegal immigrants, they were gone, honey, in 24 hours. They were gone. No. So it's do what I say, not as I do. How you doing, Florida? I love President Trump. He's real. Okay. Sally, Joe said, I don't have the power to fix the border. He's the one who relaxed the laws that were keeping them at bay. How you doing, Layla? Black veteran for Trump. Okay. Tina, Joe Biden makes all Americans look like fools in the world's eyes. Okay. Jeff, Jeff, check out what you're talking about. I've been doing this series, and I know, like I said, it's not popular, but it's true. And if you don't believe me, you type in some of my titles here on YouTube. So look at some of my videos. There are a lot of people that look like me, and they're singing the same song. Okay, so whether you agree or not, don't disagree with the truth. This isn't contrived, made up information. Do some research. And I tell people all the time, stop sitting there playing with your games on your phone. Use your phone for research. Learn something new. Lemuel, if you don't vote, then at least learn how to fight and couch kung fu. Yeah, Lemuel. But I mean, that's cool. That's fine if you don't want to vote. Okay? Cha-cha, God bless all the Trump supporters in the chat. Okay? So all I'm saying is, and I have some new people here tonight, so all of you guys, please hit that little that like button. I don't give a care who you vote for. If you're comfortable with it and you can sleep at night, have at it. Okay? I just get upset when you give people the truth and then they don't want to accept it. What can you do if you don't want the truth? You want lies. And I can't help you because you have been indoctrinated, right? And brainwashed. And until that is reversed, you can't hear anything that I'm saying. That's why psychology was one of my very favorite classes in college. And if I get the opportunity, I will teach psychology one day. I love psychology because it makes no sense to continue to do the same thing over and over. And you're voting against your own self-interest, right? You guys need to check out that Philip Scott podcast. Excellent content. I don't agree with everything he says, but as it relates to this illegal immigration issue, he's dead on. He's accurate. He's very accurate. He's singing the same song that I'm singing. Okay. Where are we here? Sally, the truth shall set you free. Right, but people don't want the truth. They want to continue to listen to lies from the left. Tia said you're right. And so again, those of you who haven't been here for my prior videos, you're probably saying, oh, she's just bashing the left, the Democrats. I'm giving you a whole body of work, 60 plus years, a whole body of work. Their tactics, their schemes, their ploys, their gaslighting, all of that. So Now, honestly, when someone said earlier, well, the Republicans haven't done anything either. Yeah, but they're not involved in all this trickery and all this gaslighting. They're not they're not in all these evil schemes, right? So yeah, they really haven't been vetting the Black community. We know that. But again, would you rather have the sly fox, okay? The fox and the wolf, all right? One of the courses I teach is animal science. They both want the sheep, right? The fox is just going to run through, enter the gate or whatever, grab the sheep, he's gone. He's gone. The fox is going to smile, and saunter. The sly fox, you've heard the term sly fox. He's going to kill the sheep as well, but he's going to be cunning about it. He's going to have a scheme, a ruse, so that the sheep won't know. I'm still going to kill you and eat you. Same as the wolf. What's the difference? The sheep is still dead. Tell me I'm wrong. Acura, how are you? They don't pay taxes for years. Yeah, they don't. And then they come over here and people are like, oh, look at them. They're doing so well. Well, look at the tax breaks. You're not paying taxes the way that we are. Again, I wish if I didn't have to pay taxes, I could really be rich. But I pay thousands of dollars in taxes every year. Tina, it seems like all our society wants to hear now is lies or delusion. And that's what I'm saying. That's so sad. Lemuel, once they changed us from learning about in the beginning and switched it to once upon a time, most people have been living in the fantasy fairy tale ever since, and they just can't wake up. Lemuel, he gets it. And sorry, not sorry. I give you factual information. And yes, most of it is, I'm not trying to denigrate the Democrats, but this is what they're doing and what they've done for 60 plus years. Let me give you another analogy. How you doing, Jim Girl, Koza? It's like being in an abusive relationship. So if a husband abuses his wife, she cries and leaves. Well, he's going to come back with a nice little gift. What's he going to say? I'll never do that again. Yeah. And then as soon as he gets angry or whatever the case may be, he's going to hit her again. So, and then it's a vicious cycle, right? Vicious cycle, very vicious cycle. And so she has to make up in her mind to leave that abusive situation, or, hey, I don't want to hear about it. Don't come complaining to me. You're staying in it. People will only do to you what you allow them to do. And why do you keep giving your votes to people who do nothing but abuse your vote and tell you lies? How you doing, JG? Hello, Rolynn in chat. Have you seen what happened in the migrant camp in Panama? Yes. All kinds of, and guys, these are just the things that we're hearing about. We're not hearing about everything. And I know you guys have heard about the college student that was murdered. These are just the stories we're hearing about. We're not hearing everything. They're trying their best to suppress it because they want to continue with this fake asylum seeking crap. And it's not about seeking asylum. It's in the proverbial words of Archie Bunker. Yes, I would still look at All in the Family from the 1970s. It's a bunch of crapola. That's what it is. And so Malcolm X talks about how politics, Jose gets it. Malcolm X was talking about that in the 60s. You have the fox, you have the wolf. The sheep is still going to die. I don't know about you. I'd rather take the wolf. I don't want someone in my face lying and scheming. So everyone's different. But yeah, just look at 60 plus years of voting, democratically speaking. Look at all those cities. They are who in their right mind will want to live in Chicago or Baltimore, Philadelphia, Detroit. I can go on and on. And who in their right mind? All liberal run. No, thank you. I'm good. Cha-Cha, I love Archie Bunker and Malcolm X, All American. Exactly. How you doing, Caramel Corn? She made it. All right. And so, guys, you don't have to agree with me, but I am giving you facts, truth. Look it up. You don't have to listen to another word I say. Look it up. And that's why so many people are bamboozled. They won't do any research for themselves. They sit there and look at that mind-numbing CNN, MSNBC, and listen to those lies. And you can't find one of those stations that will tell you what's real, the truth about this crisis, so far as the illegal immigrants are concerned. And that Joy Reid on CNN, MSNBC, I don't call her Joy, I call her Joyless. She's trying to make it sound, it's so wonderful. She's another puppet. They're all puppets. They have their money, right? You keep voting for them, you're going to always be in poverty. And these illegal immigrants that are coming in here, you put Biden back in office, they're going to, in a few years, those illegal immigrants, they're going to have homes, cars, businesses. You're still going to be sitting right there in poverty, complaining. But you keep putting the same people in office. Now, if you weren't here earlier, 2020, okay, I'm giving you guys a pass, right? If you put Biden back in office, you can kiss this country goodbye. And I don't want to hear any of your complaining. If you haven't seen my prior videos in this series, those people in Chicago are not playing. New York, they're fed up, right? Their tax dollars are funding this. And when they need something, they can't get it. They're told there's no money. Make it make sense. If I'm wrong, I may be wrong. Make it make sense. I'll read in the comment section. Okay, Sock. Take care, dear. Make it make sense. Crystal Caramel Corn, I can't stand Joy Reid. I call her Joyless. She's trying to say, oh, this is wonderful. Doesn't affect you. You're a paid puppet. You have your check. You're living in a nice community, beautiful home. I don't listen to anything those puppets say. If you didn't check my earlier video, Caramel Corn, check it out. Al Sharpton, they're trying to get everyone on board, to get everyone to come back to the Democrat plantation. No, thank you. I didn't vote for Jim Crow Joe the first time, and I'm definitely not voting for him again. I did my homework and my research, and I don't vote for people based on the color of their skin. They know, you've heard me say it in prior videos. You heard it with Mr. John Joyner when I interviewed him. They keep going back to racism and slavery. Well, guess what? You're keeping your own self enslaved because you're enslaved mentally. Okay? Yeah, Crystal, check it out. Tina, yes, she does. Oh my God, she is awful. How you doing, Guns? This is taxation without representation. Our leaders represent foreign countries. Exactly. Look at what they're doing with our tax money. It's a disgrace is what it is. How you doing, JG? In New York City, there are many people subletting apartments after dividing them into rooms filled with illegal, so dangerous to everyone. Scary, scary time. Right. And there are no repercussions. JG, you commit a crime. Let me know how that works for you. You're going to be arrested and thrown in jail. It's crazy. They're the untouchables. That's why if you look at some of my prior videos, the police were trying to arrest them. They were kicking the police. They're assaulting police officers. You don't see the police officers pulling those guns. They only pull guns on Americans. Yeah, that's how that works. Right. You commit some crimes and let me know how that works. Go and kick and assault some NYPD officers and then come back and let me know how that worked for you if you survive. Yes. Okay. JG, in New York City, okay, I got you. Michael, so thankful for the ones that are doing their part. I just found this channel, but already love it. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Michael. Michael, I'm sharing the truth because when this whole illegal immigrant crisis started, once I started doing my research, I was like, oh my God. And I have not dropped it since I started this series, and I haven't stopped because I cannot believe This was the country that I was born in. I can't believe this is happening. Everyone else before Americans, and we were born here? Really? That's what you're doing now? Okay. That's good to know. I remember that when I vote. Jeff, taxation, that's right, without representation. Here's another one. Tina, it's disgusting what has happened to this country. Yes, it is, Tina. How you doing, Louis? So many stores closing due to theft. Yeah, they are stealing. Yeah, the theft is so high. Now, remember, guys, that's just what we're hearing about. They're not even telling us everything. Thank you, Cha-Cha, for the super chat. No, they're not, Cha-Cha. I mentioned that in a prior video. In Chicago, they're having all kinds of disease outbreaks. No, they're not. They're not vetted for diseases. They're not vetted for anything. And so there are, and they're trying to keep that under wraps as well, right? All the vaccinations that we receive in this country, if you know, like I know, several diseases in this country have been eradicated. Well, guess what? They're coming back. And you can thank Joe Biden and his Democratic policies for that. And so I don't know what else to say. Again, some people are offended, but I'm sharing the truth. All of this is true. And Greg Abbott is doing what he's supposed to do. He's being bashed. If I lived in Texas and I voted for Greg Abbott is supposed to do what's in the best interest of the Texans that voted for him. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing what the mayor of New York, Chicago, and these other Democratic-led cities are supposed to be doing, but they're not. So they're bashing Abbott. And I've talked to some Black people that live in Texas, and they love Greg Abbott. And they're happy with what he's doing. He's doing what the others are supposed to be doing. Yeah, Sharon, the measles outbreaks. Now, remember, we're not getting the full story. We're only getting a part. They're trying to keep it under wraps, but slowly but surely it trickles out. Yeah, they try to make us take their jet. Yes, Tina gets it. Remember during the pandemic, and I can't say it on here because YouTube won't allow you to say the C word. So I'll say pandemic. You know what I'm referencing. Remember, shut everything down. Wanted everybody to get the jab. You letting all these people, whatever happened to that? All these people that they aren't vetted for disease, they aren't vetted for anything. The criminals, the crime, get out of here. But you were so concerned about the C word. None of these people are checked for anything. Make it make sense. Maybe I'm not too bright. Maybe it's just something I'm not aware of. Make it make sense. Lemuel, as a veteran, it hurts to see what our veterans go through because of this immigrant crisis. Yeah, we need some troops down there on the border. They're going to have to put some guards down there because it's a mess. JG, New York City hasn't fixed the housing since the 1970s, but free ride for the newbies, illegals. Yeah. Promises to the people since the 80s with virtually no follow-through. That's what I'm talking about, JG. Exactly. Tina S. They think we're so stupid, but we aren't. They create or invent distractions so we won't realize what they're really up to. Google, I'm going to type this in here. The Cloward Piven strategy. That's what's at work. I think, let me type this. Cloward. I'll add this and you guys can Google this. I told you. I do a lot of reading. Cloward, I'm pretty sure I'm spelling this right. Google this. Class is in session, folks. This is very strategic. When you have some time, Google that. I think I spelled that correctly. That's what's at stake. Those of you just coming in, they want, this is a whole new voting block, right? Now, I told you to follow the money trail. Follow the money trail. Some employers are hiring these people. They'll work for peanuts, some of them. Americans, you have to pay a decent wage. We want health care, benefits. So follow the money trail. That's going to tell you all you need to know. 200 people in here, only 91 likes. Everyone, please hit that little thumb if you're able to. Hit that like button for me, folks. And so I'm giving facts. I'm giving truth, and all of us have to get on board and tell them we're not taking this anymore. We have to work together. Florida, thank you for your service. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lynn, for your service. 222 people. Let's hit that like button. Louis, California bill, special loans for illegal. Yes. Everything's, yes. But they didn't have money for anything else. The government was never meant to be this big. Yeah, we definitely need to downsize. Jeff, I strongly advise everyone to vote. JG, Rolynn, you're on point. I so appreciate you in this channel and chat. I need to escape New York City. JG, get out safely because you can't have guns there and it's becoming dangerous. Okay, get out, please get out. Facts over fear. I don't give a care about feelings. I care about policy. If you haven't been here before, what do I say? Policy over party. Jeff, Rolynn, I've heard of it, but you said they're clowns. Okay, Jeff's changing the name. You know what I mean, Jeff. How you doing, Scott? So you did say liberal, right? Yes, yes, Cloward Piven. Yes, that's what they're doing. They're trying to destabilize this country, right? That's what they're doing. Sub, thank you so much. James, Catholic Church numbers are down and Catholic charities is a huge factor. Yes, we need to shut them down too, right? John, how you doing? Layla, yes, yeah, we've been, and that's what bothers me so much. You keep the people in Chicago, this is an example. They had, what's her name? Lori Lightfoot, better known as Beetlejuice. And we know how terrible she was and what a hypocrite she was. Then you go and vote Brandon Johnson in? Come on. So again, some of the comments in the comment section, I have people saying, well, they get what they deserve. Let's give them a little grace. The awakening is taking place right now. The veil is being lifted. Let's tell them, thank you for waking up. Now let's all get on board and help each other. Don't vote these people back in office and stop. If you guys haven't seen my video from last week, please go check it out. The lady, she was speaking very honestly. She said why she voted for Brandon Johnson. She went to school with him. I thought he was a good guy. We've all done that, folks. Now, I don't care if I've gone to school with you, worked for you. I don't give a care. Those days are gone. I'm looking at your policy. And if I perceive your policy is detrimental to me, then I'm not voting for you. I'm not. I don't care what color your skin is. I'm not voting for you because you may be black. I don't give a care. What is your policy about? And that is what gets so many people in trouble. And that is why the Democrats, again, they'll stick all these black plants in front of black people. Look at this. We have the. I don't give a care. They're getting their checks. They want you to see they have black people in all these positions. But if they're not doing anything to better America, I don't care. I don't care if they're black. I don't. Folks, that's an elementary way to think. I teach high school, but that's a very elementary way to think. I'm not thinking that way. When you know better, you should do better. And with the internet, there's no reason why anyone should be ignorant about any political issue or political person or party. If I missed your comment, folks, there are over 200 people in here, almost 300. Oh, there are over 300. Charge it to my head, not my heart. If I miss your comment, I'm so sorry. Type it again. I'll try to get to it. So Jeff says, I may vote even though I said I'm not going to vote because always voting Democrat for president. I changed my mind. I voted for Trump. I can't do 4 more years of Biden. Okay, good. Dreams don't expire media. Exactly. And you're going to see everything that we're saying on this channel. You're going to see. And again, a lot of people are like, why do you keep talking about this? Because this has never happened in my lifetime. Of course, I'm not old enough. 60 plus years, black people have 95+% of black people have been voting for the Democrats. What are the results? There are none. Why are you going to keep voting for nothing? Right? I don't know. So, Lionheart says vote policy, not looks, not personality. I don't give a care if you don't like my skin color. If your policy right now, the most important thing to me is education. So I'm big on school vouchers, right? I can't vote Democrat because they want everyone to stay in the failing public schools. Newsflash, I have 400 people in this chat right now. I've been a teacher in the public schools of North Carolina for the past 26 years. The schools have been failing over 40 years, but it's public school, right? So we're supposed to just keep pouring money into it. No, I think, and I agree with the politicians that say charter schools and vouchers. Why are you going to make kids who are in high poverty areas stay in failing public schools? I don't agree with that. I don't. And so that's where we are with that. And I don't give a care that, people are like, well, you need to. No, I'm not voting for someone because they're Black, and I'm definitely not voting for someone just because they're a woman. I'm not doing that. I'm not. No, that to me is irresponsible voting. Okay. So get out instead of playing games on your phone, instead of texting, instead of being on social media. How about, okay, use your internet to Google the people who are running for office. How about that? Okay. And if you do that, and then you make an intelligent, and I'm not telling you to vote Republican or Democrat, that's up to you. I am saying do your research and then vote accordingly, and then you sleep well at night. I just told you, I'm not voting for Jim Crow Joe. I'm not. Know his history. Okay? And there are a lot of people here on YouTube that look just like I do. And they're singing the same song because people are awake. And thanks to the internet, and I thank God for this illegal immigrant crises, right? That woke people up. People have been asleep 60 plus years. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. And if you vote for people or a party and they don't do what they say they're going to do, next go around, you vote them out of there. And God knows we need term limits. That's ridiculous. Hit the like button. I have almost 500 people here in the chat. I only have 146 likes. Hit that little thumb, folks. Hit that little like button. Share this video out on your various forms of social media. America first over Ukraine. Exactly, cha-cha. All the money going to the Ukraine. Can't we use that money here? Walkhead, it's only just begun. It's sad for so many reasons. Yeah, this country is imploding from within. We're causing our own problems. TA, just here in Texas, a lot of parents, teachers, etc., got upset at the school takeovers. Yeah, TA gets it. TA, yes. They were the public schools in America have been failing for 40, 50 years, but we're still pouring money into it. I'm writing a book. Obviously, I'm not at liberty to do that now. I have about 3 or 4 more years before I can retire from the state of North Carolina, but you better believe, you want to know why the schools are failing? You best believe, you get my book, I'm going to tell you why they're failing. Okay? I'll tell you why. Right? And you guys see the same videos that I see on social media. And everything is going on in public schools except for learning. Right? And everything is so politically correct. Right? And the students are walking around. They don't have respect. They're fighting. They're doing they're into all types of nefarious activities. Everything but learning. You want to know? Anytime I hear someone talking about education, I'm like, oh, I've been in it 26 years. I can tell you some stories. And I will tell the stories when I'm done. And that's why we're failing. Are we ever going to catch Japan? Never. Never. Okay? And where are we here? I'm sorry if I missed your chat. The best thing we can do is to stick together as American citizens. We have to stick together and tell them we are not standing for this. You're going to spend our tax money, then you're going to spend it on our needs, spend it on American citizens. That's my main mantra. Caramel Corn, I like seeing all of us with different backgrounds coming together, and that's what they don't want. They don't want us coming together. They want us at each other's throats. And see, like I told you, you look now, Chicago is about ready to boil over. I don't know if you guys have been watching my videos. I don't know if you guys have been watching what's going on there in Chicago and in Massachusetts too. I shared a video with you. That man was very upset. Works 40 plus hours a week. He's homeless. Then they bring all these non-citizens in. You know, they have somewhere for them. They feed them. Does that make sense to anyone? I mean, if it does, I'm asking for a friend. Just tell me. Just tell me. Steve Bishop, teachers unions have been backing. Steve, that's why I'm in North Carolina. We don't have a teachers union. And yet in New York, in those large liberal cities, the teachers unions run everything. It's not about the students. And heck, we don't have a union here in North Carolina, and the teacher's not about the students. Tell you, I could tell you some stories. Email me and I'll give you my phone number. I could tell you some stories for real. No make-believe, all true. Yes, we have a justice system that does not know what a woman, Cha-Cha, yes, she doesn't know what a woman did. That's, what a disgrace. I hope Mark Robinson wins governor. Layla, I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina is usually a Republican state, but for some reason, they typically vote blue for governor. I've never understood that dynamic, but that's what they do. And so Vince says they're not going to make it all. We'll see. All summer doing this, we'll see. I've been watching Chicago and Massachusetts. Yes, Chicago's about to implode and explode. It's bad. No sense. I'm an hour away from Chicago, and everything you said about Chicago is correct. Thank you, Guns. And so our spring break comes up, I think, the first week of April. I think if you've been here on the channel a while, I told you I'm going to try and visit maybe Chicago. I'm going to try to visit one of the sanctuary cities, and I'm just going to live stream and let you see for yourself what's going on there, okay? Tina, just look at DC and how they take care of themselves. Exactly. How you doing, Eric? Oh, yeah, I'm doing a late show tonight, Eric. Union teachers don't teach. They just collect. Christine, all the states that have the teachers union, again, it's not about the students. And even in the states like North Carolina that don't have a union, it's still not about the students. Hasn't been about the students for God knows. I said, I've been teaching 26 years, so I don't know. But I know for at least 26 years. I don't know what was going on prior to that. VA is like that too. Okay, thank you, Tina. I didn't know that. Chicago might flip. Cha-Cha, they're saying they're going to flip it red. So let's see. And again, people are like, why do you keep talking about this? You're down in the Democrats. This has never happened in my lifetime. This is very significant, people. All right. And again, Pamela says, Sharon Rolynn. Yes, Pamela, thank you so much, dear. I'm trying to get I feel that this whole God, chooses his time and place. And I really feel this, and I'm not a big spiritual person, but I really feel this illegal immigrant situation. I feel God used that to wake people up and say, what are you doing? Why are you voting? They're evil. The only thing that the Democrats do, they make all these promises to the Black community. There's only a few communities that they actually do for. Do I need to call them out for you again like I did earlier? LBGT, right? Gender assignment and all that type of stuff. Who else do they do something for? They don't do anything for any Americans except the little crowds I just mentioned. Christine, I like you, lady. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. Skigley, how are you? Skigley, yes, I've been an educator for 26 years. Thank you so much. And so thank you so much, Eric. And that's all I'm saying. And I feel that I am an educator, but I need to also educate the public, because time out for all this nonsense and all this foolishness. This country is dying. It's imploding. And if you put Biden in there again, I have 825 people in here. If you put Biden back in office, you can kiss this country goodbye. It's over. China already owns us almost. And you put Biden back in there, it's a wrap. Oh, 900. Oh, boy. Hit the like button, folks. I have 900 people here in the chat and 200 like. Hit that like button for me. And so that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a part of the awakening. Those of you just coming in, don't just listen to what I say. Go back and look at some of my prior videos. Do some research on some of the topics that we're talking about. All of this you have access to. This is nothing contrived, nothing made up. You can look all of this up yourselves. So whether you are, even if you are a Democrat, that's fine. And I'm giving you facts. If you still want to vote Democrat, that's fine. That's your God-given right. I'm just giving you facts about, so you know what you're voting for. That's all I'm saying. All right. When I do my research and I do my homework, no, you are contributing to your own poverty. Your situation is never going to improve. Yes, you may get a few crumbs. That's all they are. I'll come and see you in 10, 15 years. You'll still be in the same rut. No, thanks. No. Europe, yeah, a lot of immigration issues in Europe as well. Yeah, you're right. TA, please like and share. Yeah, thank you so much, TA. Yeah, those of you who have Facebook, Instagram, various forms of social media, share this live out. I can't reach everyone. I can reach some. If you share this video on your social media pages, you can help me reach the masses, right? And that's what we need to do. This election, people, you heard it here first. This election, this 2024 election, is going to be the most important election in this century. I'm telling you, if we don't get the right people in office, you can kiss this country goodbye. And Biden is not the right person. Let's keep it real. We know he has serious cognitive decline, and at this point, it's elder abuse. He doesn't know who he is or where he is, right? Yeah, tell me the lie I just told. Did I just lie to you? They know that, but they want power. They want power so much, they're willing to leave him in there. And let's don't get it twisted, people. We know he's not running the country. This is Obama's third term. Tell me I'm wrong. George Soros is the puppet master. He's driving all of this. Tell me I'm wrong. This is Obama's third term. Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Tell me I'm wrong. Right? You put Biden back in there, that's going to be Obama's fourth term. I'm still thinking they're going to pull Biden. His decline is getting worse, right? So I'm thinking they're going to pull him and stick someone up there that they think they can get black people to vote for. Christine, I told the truth. Yes, I try to tell the truth. A lot of people don't like the truth, but you're going to get it here. So tell me what you think. Yes, Sally. Sally gets it. And so I'm just giving you facts so you can make intelligent decisions. You vote for who you want to vote for, but I'm giving you facts. If Republicans don't get out here and actively, in my lifetime, that's why this is so significant. In my lifetime, Republicans have never had a shot like this. This is the best chance they've ever had. Actively get out and vote. Get out and vet the black community. Say, hey, we know this illegal immigrant crisis is affecting your communities more so than, look, if you don't look at my videos, you can just Google it. Where are they dumping these illegal immigrants primarily? I'm asking for a friend. Type in the comment section. I don't remember. It seems that I've forgotten. Type in the comment section. Where are they dumping these illegal immigrants? He needs to go to Chicago. Right. Right. SB is right. SB gets it. Right. Biden needs to be in a nursing home receiving nursing care. Exactly. Here we go. You got to vote harder than you cheat. Okay. Yeah, we know there was some cheating going on. That's okay. It won't happen again. We got it. Yeah, they're going to try to. I told you. They know about. They see the bloodletting that's going on with Biden. They're going to try to put someone in front of black people because they're emotional. They're going to try to put someone in there that pretends to be a friend to black people. Again, we're talking about the fox. They don't care about you. They're a plant. The plants, the puppets, they're going to have Al Sharpton out more. If you didn't see my earlier video, Al Sharpton, oh, that's race. Get out of here. Racism is a word used to explain away failure. And I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm with Morgan Freeman. Stop using the word. It's an excuse for failure. I tell my students that. I had students come in. That teacher is racist. You know what I tell them? I don't give a care. Go in there, sit down, shut up, and do your work. You're in here for a very short period of time. Get your grade, go. Who cares? I don't want to hear it. It's an excuse for you not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And they know they can't come to me with that. That's a bunch of BS. How you doing, Rodney? Thank you for the super chat. And if you keep allowing them to use that word, they know. What are they going to talk about? Racism, slavery, systemic racism. Don't want to hear it. I tell my students, the most important thing, if you have work ethic, you're going to make it. Why in my whole 26 teaching year career, I've had students from Africa come, language barrier. Next thing I look up, they're doing very well. They're doctors, they're lawyers. They're not here making excuses. They're just here working hard. Work ethic. That's what determines where you go, not racism. Stop it. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear it anymore. If you work hard, you have an excellent work ethic, nothing can stop you. But you want to listen to the liberals, the Democrats, you can't make it. You're being discriminated against. How the heck are you being discriminated against if you go out here and work hard? I don't want to hear it. I don't. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. I got off on my soapbox again. At the 2020 shutdown, I was proud of America. There was no racism that I saw. I'm saying, is everything in this country perfect? No, it's not. We do have problems. But if you keep using the word racism, right, that's an excuse for failure. You have a built-in excuse already. Not going to fly. Not with me, it's not. Tina, yes, Tina. I don't pull punches with those students. I tell them how it really is, okay? And I'm trying to, and the problem is, people, they've been indoctrinated. They've been brainwashed. I have a white coworker, and we've talked. She used to be a Democrat. And she said, I had to deprogram myself. She's a Democrat that just, straight liberal. Then she started reflecting. She started doing research. She's like, wait a minute. And she had to deprogram herself. And that's what has to happen. And this illegal immigrant crisis is waking a lot of people up. And I'm loving it. Like McDonald's, I'm loving it. It's more than time. It's been time, right? And Black Lives Matter, same thing. They're probably going to get them out. Of course, they have those millions of dollars. You haven't heard from them. That's another joke. They were never for Black Lives Matter. It was for the LGBTQ community. Point blank. That was a fraud. Get out of here. So, yes, I have 1,500 people in the chat. A must read for all Americans. Thomas Sowell should be for all Americans. He's written over 40 books. Most people don't even know who he is. Check out my video from last week, Dr. Carol Swain. Very intelligent Black American woman. PragerU. Check her out. No one knows who she is. Yeah, Caesar, they may put Michelle Obama. But if you haven't caught my earlier videos, a lot of she has a problem. She has a very bad history with Black America when she was in Chicago. So that's not even, they think that that may work. That may not even be a given. That may not even work for them. How you doing, Manuel? Thank you so much for the super chat. New to the channel, keep stating the truth. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep stating the truth. And I know some people don't want to hear it. That's fine. But I'm not going to shut up. I have to keep sharing this information to wake people up. Because if we keep going down this road, it's over, folks. And again, you can listen to these puppets. They're sending more out. They're going to be knocking on people's doors. They're going to send people knocking on doors in the Black community. These puppets that they always use, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and a few other people. And they'll have some celebrities. They'll have singing some songs, free concerts. Get out of here. If I want to go to a concert, I pay for it myself. Okay. I don't need anything. If you have to do all that, just forget it. Ben Carson. Yes, I teach about Ben Carson in one of my classes. Excellent. I have his book, his autobiography. Just haven't had time to read it. Thank you so much, Jeff. Type in where you're from. Jennifer, I agree, but Trump is a divider, not a uniter. Tina, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, if you like this content, hit that subscribe button, folks. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to sit here and make things up. I just became so enraged with this illegal immigrant issue, and I just started reading and doing research, and I just got, I just became angry. And I'm like, I'm not letting this go. People need to know. And again, you may not believe what I'm saying here. You may not ever come back to this channel, but you wait until November. This great awakening, you're going to see the Democrats, they've lost that stronghold on the Black community, especially Black men. And a lot of these Black plants are saying, oh, I don't believe the numbers. And even old his name is Clyburn. I call him Slyburn down there in South Carolina. Oh, well, I don't believe any of that. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. Al Sharpton, this other crowd, they don't believe it. That's fine. But as the old folks used to tell me, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I do believe that this election is going to be an awakening. And I think it's for the best. Look at the party. Look at your morals. Look at the party that's preaching family, faith, and family. That's the most important. Not this, well, I'll take care of you and your children, but the father can't be there. That's one reason a lot of the Black males, if you look at, when I hear people complaining about the breakup of the Black family, when did it start? When they started that welfare program in the 60s. The welfare program destroyed the Black family. What'd they say? We'll pay you money, but the man can't be in the house. So then look at the low marriage rate. You're paying people for this behavior. That's not godly. And last time I checked, they didn't make people always complaining about the welfare program. They didn't make the program. Get rid of it or tweak it, change it. Right? Jesus first, Sally. Exactly. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to Black Lives Matter. If you haven't seen my video, the Trayvon Martin case was a hoax. George Floyd, all this crap. It's smoke and mirrors. Don't listen to that stuff. It's not true. All lies. Because they have a narrative that they have to fit. They don't say anything about the white people who were shot and killed by the police. You don't see that on the news anywhere. Why not? Doesn't fit the narrative. White people are shot and killed all the time. Doesn't fit the narrative. They're not going to say anything about it. Are their lives not important? And Black Lives Matter, let me get back to that. If Black Lives Matter, why aren't you in Detroit and Chicago where Black people, males are killing each other in droves? Get out of here with that nonsense. Utter nonsense. I don't see Al Sharpton out here. Matter of fact, I may be older than some of you in the chat. Google Tawana Brawley. So I've been to people like, don't talk about Al Sharpton. Go back, and I think it was 87, 88. Google Tawana Brawley. I know his history. And he doesn't pay his taxes either. And then his daughter sued the city of New York for saying she failed and got hurt some con job. So look at the people who you support who are up on these pedestals. They're all paid puppets. They are. They don't care anything about you. They want you to stay on that plantation. Group think. They don't want independent thinkers. If you think independently, you're going to look at the crap that they're handing you and say no thanks. And you'll still be in poverty. They give you a few crumbs. That's about it. Where are we here? Rollins, I could go all day about them bums. Black Lives Matter. Girl, TA, you're right. I went on their website and read their mission statement. They are against the nuclear family. It was started by Black lesbians. Folks, newsflash, anything against the nuclear family is satanic. Who the heck is going to support that? I'm not going out marching for Black Lives Matter. It's not about Black lives. It's about the destruction of the nuclear family. And again, you don't see Black lives. They took all the millions of dollars and now no one knows where it's at. Go look up the ladies that started Black Lives Matter and the $1 million mansions they're living in. Get out of here. It was a con job from the start. And people believed it because they wouldn't do research. I never supported that crap. I never marched. I'm not marching for that crap. You do your research, you won't be bamboozled, people. I know about all that. I do a lot of reading, okay? And they need to be held accountable for all the millions of dollars that they took in. No one knows where the money is now. It's a largest kept secret, okay? So keep that in mind. But I didn't want to keep you all night, but I just became angry, and then I just got off on my tangent. God, family, and country. Exactly. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm praying for America. This is where I live, and all these people that are talking crap, if you don't like it, leave. I don't care. This is my home, right? I work hard every day, and this is my home. This is where I was born. This is where I'm going to die. That's the plan. If you don't like it, just leave. I don't care. I don't want to hear all that negative talk. I'm not into negativity, but I am about sharing truth. Terrence talks about the Black church. Bingo. Terrence, go check out my prior videos. Where do the Democrats, where do they go? To the Black church. Jim Crow Joe Biden has already been to some Black churches. You know they're going to the Black church. No, thank you. Again, they're paid. And what are the Black preachers supposed to do? Get them to vote Democrat. I don't see any Republicans going to Black churches. So for those of you people saying, oh, you're not talking about the Republicans don't pander like this. They don't do this. Right? How can I say something that they don't do? Thank you, Dad, for the super chat. And I'm just giving you facts. Yes, I'm preaching the truth because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people sitting up going for the lies. And that's all they are. Yes, it's a constitutional republic. Okay? Kathy says Jim Crow Trump too. Lori, remember Hillary Clinton in the Black church? Embarrassing. Yeah, walking around with a bottle of hot sauce. I didn't vote for her either. No way. Did my research on her. I could see right through her. Okay? I tell you, which I wasn't going to vote for her anyway, but when I saw her down there on that stage with Trayvon Martin's mother and the other Black women, like, oh yeah, I saw right through her. Like, oh my gosh, she's just as fake can be. Yeah, they fear the truth. You're absolutely right. What is wrong with people that they like soul? They like soul because soul, most people don't even know who soul is, and that's the problem. Okay, thank you, BLM, to whom Hillary Clinton and the hot sauce. Yeah, and then if you guys remember, crooked Nancy Pelosi, when she was down kneeling to pray, and she had on the kente cloth, and she didn't even have it on correct. Come on. I can't with these people anymore. I can't with the fakery. Cha-Cha, $1.99. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I'm trying to give you truth, Cha-Cha. That's why I'm asking you to share this out to help me wake people up. I'm tired of it. I'm trying to give you facts. Zoe, thank you for the super chat. Sowell, if we could get more people to read Dr. Thomas Sowell's books, most Americans, Black or white, don't even know about him. And it's a travesty. It's a travesty. His book should be required reading. Even take the race part of it. That's why earlier someone was talking about Black people need reparations. Who's going to pay reparations? Every race of people has been enslaved at some point in time. Africans sold, once there were tribal wars, Africans sold other Africans into slavery. Do you really think they're going to pay you reparations? That's not going to happen. Get real. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much, Ducal. For there is one God, and there's one mediator between God and men, the man Christ Jesus. Amen to that. Exactly. And so remember that, people. Don't fall for it. It's all In the words of Archie Bunker, a bunch of crapola. Yes, I still watch Archie Bunker. I love it. And so keep in mind, folks, excuse me, that, oh, wait a minute, got Facebook. Yes, Dreams up under all my videos. I have my Facebook, Twitter, what else? TikTok. Yeah, everything's on there. Native, everyone's been enslaved. I have students that didn't even know that the Irish had been enslaved. One of my classes, I teach about healthcare and the history of healthcare in this country. And I teach them about Typhoid Mary. And of course, you know, why she was unwilling to listen to the health officials, and because she was Irish. And at that time, the Irish were discriminated against. And she was like, oh, my students are like, oh my God, they didn't know that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sean calling Edith a dingbat. Yes. And so, hey, what can we say? Thank you so much, Jennifer, for a breath of fresh air. I have over 1,700 people here in this chat. If you agree with this content, share it out on your various forms of social media. Together we stand, and we have to stand and let them know, Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, we're standing together, and we're not putting up with this crap. Get that border secured and stop this. Guys, again, those of you in sanctuary cities, we're with you. We're sympathizing with you now. But if you vote Biden back in, I'm going to say you're stuck on stupid, and I'm done. I won't be defending you. I will be saying, well, you get what you voted for. I'm done. Antoine, thank you for the super chat. Okay? That's right. UNITY, unity. Okay? Let's sympathize. Let's welcome everyone in who's waking up, right? But don't make this mistake again, because then you're on your own. Okay? I will have no sympathy. I will bash you if you put Jim Crow Joe back in office. And I've even watched some Black content creators here on YouTube. They're like, why do Black people love Jim Crow Joe and hate Trump? Well, indoctrination, right? Brainwashing. If you look at CNN and MSNBC, that's all you get, right? So we're talking about especially the older baby boomer generation, right? They're not on social media as much as younger generations, right? And that's all they look at. So it's very, very difficult to convince or sway them another way. Cheryl, we're stuck here in Illinois, interest rates so high. Right, right. Waylon, there's more slaves currently than ever in the past. Right, yeah. What are you going to do? Okay, so where are we? Laney, people who voted for Biden, did they watch his debate? He stood on the stage and said, I will open the borders and stop the building of the wall. Yes, he did, but they did not know it was going to affect them in such a negative manner. Now, again, so now you know. So we sympathize with you now, but don't do it again, because you know better. Trump advisors ran off with our border money. Okay, Bose, you're great. Speaking out the truth gives you a good feeling. Yes, it's cathartic for me. I love it. Jeff, right. Don't be stuck on stupid. Right. They love soul. Okay. Deb, you were born an American, but not free. You're fresh breath. Thank you so much. Breath of fresh air. Pray for Joe. Vote Trump or Republic. Okay. Yeah, we'll pray for him. He needs some care, because he's obviously has dementia. James, you live in Seattle. You didn't know about that. Yes, James, you can Google it. Yes. Hi, I'm new to your channel and just subscribe. Thank you so much for spreading the truth to all legal Americans. Thank you so much, Missy. Glad to have you here. Yeah, and again, if I had more time, I would actually do 2 or 3 videos a day. But those that don't know, I'm an educator, so I just don't have time. I teach high school, so you know I have to be on point every day. Ro, forget football next season and do more. James, I can't forget my Dallas Cowboys. James, that's just cruelty. How you doing, Fort Worth, Texas? Glad to have you here. All the Dem candidates in 2020 said they would offer free health care in college also. Okay. Terry Jones, this woman is very intelligent. Terry, I do try. How you doing, Fridge Reaver? Glad to have you all here. So again, if we all stick together as Americans and tell them we're not putting up with this crap, okay? So we want that border secured. We want all these people rounded up and deported back, right? And let's keep it real, folks. These sanctuary cities, especially Chicago, they have enough crime. They're already high poverty. Then you thought it was smart to dump all thousands of people that you would have to care for? Really? That's what you were thinking? Okay. SOC, it will be over if we do not secure the border, and if we put Joe Biden back in office, it's over. Okay, you can kiss. Hey, I'm going to try to get out of here. I don't want to be around for what's to come. It's already bad. All right. TM, thank you so much. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the super chat, Ronette. I'm going to keep it real as I can. And Ben Carson is brilliant. Oh yes, I love Ben Carson. Ben Carson, Carol Swain, Dr. Carol Swain, Dr. Ben Carson, excellent, and very intelligent people. And so that's what we have to do. We have to support each other. Don't let them divide us. We are not divided. We are together. Okay. We're not against people of any race, creed, nationality, but we are for Americans. And that's my mantra. Americans first. Then if we have something left over, then we can help other people. That's what really ruffled my feathers with this whole illegal immigration crisis. And so, yeah, we do need prayer. We've got to get this situation straightened out. Steve, Trump will have to evoke the Alien Act of 1930. Okay. How you doing? Lee Custom Cars, Ben Carson. He's about truth too. Very intelligent man. Sand says Democrats feel the truth. We have to stand strong as Americans. Yes, we do. And tell them we're not taking this crap. What the heck are you doing with our tax money? Right? No, I'm sick of it. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what your tax rate is. Mine is very high. Right? I paid $14,000 in state and federal taxes last year. I did. I could use that money for me. Right? Not funding people who aren't even citizens. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's just how I feel. Let's see. Crystal, hit the like button. Thank you so much. JG, yes, about Oscar. Everyone needs to see what he's showing and saying. Boots on the ground in Panama. It is worse than we think. Yes, it is. How you doing, Rachel? There should be no race that we should have to put down for anything. We aren't black, white, brown, we're American. Right, Rachel? Stand together. Exactly. Oh, Kaiser, you pay around 30. Oh, and I was complaining about my 14. I feel so, Kaiser, I pray for you. Black Queen, I'm voting Trump, but how is he going to get all these people? He said he was going to get them out. He said he was. Sean says, yes, we're with Trump. Hit that like button. When did you wake up to the nonsense? So glad to hear. Panama Jack, I woke up. I think when Hillary started running, I mean, I had started learning, I was hearing things, I started doing more research. But when Hillary ran, because, of course, they were telling us, oh, you got to vote for Hillary Clinton. I started doing research and I said, no way. So I had started waking up. But then when Hillary Clinton ran for office, I said, nope. And then, of course, Biden and Kamala, now she's getting out now. What a disgrace. I'm not voting for her. And for all the black people who are complaining about me, Kamala Harris is not black. Look it up. Do your research. And look at all the black men that she left incarcerated in California who were innocent. They hate her guts. She doesn't care anything about you. Why are you voting for her? Stop it. I'm not. Miley Chop, please do the right thing. Help people who live in the U.S. legally. Exactly. We pay taxes. Right. Government, please take care of our poor people in the U.S. Stop wasting. Okay. Miley gets it. That's all I'm saying. I'm really nervous about all these Chinese, and the Chinese have brought farmland next to several military bases. Yes, blah. We're opening ourselves up to another attack of some kind because no one's being vetted. All these people coming in. It's a very scary situation. Nancy K, thank you. Oscar just got home today. He's safe. All right. Right. Kamala is not black. Stop it with the lie. Stop being fooled. It's a ruse. It's a trick. It's a ploy to get your vote. She doesn't care anything about you. Never has. Stop it. I'm sick of it. All right. She cares nothing for you. Again, do your research. Go. There were a lot of black men on trumped up charges, things they did not do. She had the paperwork before she left California. She could have released them. She didn't do anything. Go check it out. She threw the paperwork in the trash. They're still in jail. Get out of here. Yeah, it's all intentional. They'll put a black face. Oh, look, we have all these black people. I've heard Democrats say, oh, they have black this, black that. I don't give a care what color you are. Can you do the job? That's what I care about. I don't care what your skin color is. 5 martini lunch, Kamala. Yeah. She's not black. They put her up. They fed you lies. She doesn't do it. Get out of here. Listen to her for 5 minutes and then tell me she could be president. Yeah, that's as scary as old Jim Crow Joe. So where are we here? MAGA, I got you. Kamala wasn't even qualified to be my tail side chick. Oh, that's hilarious. Missy J is a woman. I will never vote for a woman just because she's a woman. Right, Missy? We've got to get out of voting. Oh, that's a woman. We have to vote for her. Can she do the job? Oh, I got to vote for him or her. They're black. No, that's what got these people in Chicago and New York in this situation. And now voter remorse. Well, you can't do that. That's dangerous. Oh. How you doing? Jalapeno ketchup. Thank you for the super chat, $4.99. Donald Massey, thank you for the super chat of $5. Thank you so much. And listen, folks, I have over 1,500 people in this chat. There are a lot of people that look just like me. They're here on YouTube and other forms of social media saying the same thing. You guys are going to see something you've never seen in your lifetime, right? You just wait. In November, after the voting is done, I want you to come back to this channel and say, you told us. Because people aren't believing the polling numbers now, but they will. You'll see. I cannot wait until November. And I want to make sure there are 1,500 of you in here. And I want you to come back here and say, you were right. Because they're saying the polls are wrong. And all these Democrat puppets and plants are saying, no, that's not true. Those polls are wrong. Black people, they're going to come back to the Democrats. Okay. They're going to see. They don't believe the polling. They're going to see. Sean said, black folks waking up. Yet the veil is slowly being lifted. God used this illegal immigration crises to wake them up, right? That's what he did. I firmly believe that. And I'm not a big religious person, but I believe that. The Great Awakening is what I've called it, Jeff. That's exactly what it is. Donald, man, I love what you're saying. Want to get married? I may as well, Donald. I'm not married, so I may as well marry you. Okay. Yes, Tina, everyone's waking up, and I love it. Deb, I voted Trump 2016. I voted Trump 2020. I'll vote Trump 2024. Okay, good. This week's address will be a bunch of, yeah, as usual. Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of crap. I'll be watching your channel now that I run across it. So glad. Queen B, amen, exactly. Democrat has 3 silent Ks. Check out my video from last week, I think last week before. The history, the inconvenient truth about the Democratic Party, the party of the KKK. People don't want to know the truth. Thank you, Shelley, for your super chat. What did you think about Biden bringing fried chicken to the family and then eating a burger? Shelley, check out my video from last week? I did a video on that. If a conservative had done that, oh my God, they would have broke the internet. Oh my God, it's racist. But because it was Jim Crow Joe Biden, it was fine. And I'm sick of the double standards. If Trump or a Republican had said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, do you think they would have let that slide? Get out of here. No way. Pan Afro says reparations for slave labor may not be recoverable, but for occupied colonizations, surely. Pan Afro, again, every race of people at some point in time has been enslaved. No one's going to pay reparations. African nations would be required. They would have to pay. They sold their own African countrymen into slavery. So everyone was involved in the slavery trade, some form or fashion. Okay. Missy, I used to have a friend that said she never knew who was running along as they had a D behind their name. Missy, I've talked about that several times on my channel. It's called People Who Vote Blue No Matter Who. Voting has consequences, and that's very dangerous. Very dangerous way to live. Okay. Hard to find honest and decent people like yourself. Will, I'm just trying to get this information out. I'm fed up and I'm sick and tired of people just voting for people because they have a D behind their name. You don't know anything about these people. You listen to the lies of the CNN, the mainstream media, MSNBC, and the lies that they tell. They won't tell you the truth. And I'm sick of it. Laserflex, heard enough to subscribe? Well, go ahead and click that button. Yes, this is the type of content that you're going to get on this channel. Truth. Everything I tell you, you can Google it. I'm not sitting here making this stuff up. Another YouTube channel. Thank you for the super chat. $4.99. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. I will definitely try. I got that Texas flag. I definitely hope you're a Cowboy fan like myself. Go Cowboys. Okay, had to get in that little shameless plug. How you doing? Lawnmower Man. I'm from Texas and we're under attack, trying to turn Texas blue. Yeah, all those people moving from California to Texas, they're trying to turn it blue. Don't let it happen. Jeff, my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then you will hear from heaven. Yes, and will forgive their sin. Exactly. Andrew, whoa, after you told me I can snack. Oh, Andrew, hey, you weren't here. So, hey, you snooze, you lose, Andrew. Okay. I still love you, Andrew. Don't give up on me yet. Kim says, everybody get your MAGA hat. Black Queen, I voted Trump the first time. We'll vote for him again 2024. Okay. Again, you have to look at your own. Everyone's situation is different. Do it like I teach high school. Do an honest self-assessment. Some of you have been here before. You've heard me say the most important thing for me is education. Why? I'm an educator. Well, when I get older, I'll be looking at healthcare more, Social Security. Those are the issues that are going to be more important to me. Ben, all souls matter. Definitely. That's why I would never join an organization that's just Black. No, everyone's important. I teach students of white, Black, Asian, Hispanic. I would never join an organization that's all Black. Just Black Lives Matter, especially when I know that it's not about Black Lives Matter. It's about something else. Get out of here. Shoving that crap down our throats. People who didn't own slaves shouldn't pay money to people who weren't. And Sean, there are no people alive today that were ever, involved in primarily what we're talking about, the slave trade as it relates to here in America. So again, you can't. Why does America have to pay reparations? What about the African countries? The African countries who sold their countrymen into slavery. Why did they get a free pass? Make it make sense. No. Reading Thomas Sowell's book, he tells you no reparations. D stands for dumb. Okay, Sean. Jason, I wasn't alive when slavery happened. I didn't agree with it, but I can promise you one thing: I will not pay for anything of the sort. Right. Well, Jason, unless they take the money and do like they're doing with this illegal immigrant situation, Dennis says we're all slaves of sin. Facts. Vote blue no matter who. Nope. The View, Kim, I don't look at The View. It's all left-leaning. I don't look at that stuff. Greg, Seattle has become a woke city, and that's the problem. And now they're suffering for that. Pan Afro, read the entire comment. Colonization, fund, exiting occupational world, Native American, Aborigines, continent of Africa. Okay, I got you, Pan Afro. Texas here, Missy, are you a Cowboys fan? Please say yes. Dennis said, you go, girl. Back off, buddy. I had dibs. All right, Ben. Jeff, I'm Caucasian. It's our turn to be the minority. I can handle it. Lord knows that I've never been a racist. I've got lots of real friends who are Black. Yeah. No one who cares if they're more Black or Hispanic than, like I said, I just want things done right. I don't give a care what the race is. That's all I'm saying. Do things right. And in this situation, this is not right. Laser, what is your specialty? Oh, I teach honors, food science, animal science. I teach agri-science. I've taught honors, biotechnology 1 and 2. So the courses I teach are called career and technical education courses. I teach at a high school here in North Carolina. Thank you so much for the conspiracy. Andrew, Trump needs to go buy steak and eat it with Black, Asian, white, Hindu. Yeah, eat it with everyone. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Johnny Cole, you're a breath of fresh air. I just found your channel and couldn't subscribe fast. Thank you so much, Johnny. I'm just trying to get the word out. If we do not prevent Jim Crow Joe Biden from entering the White House again, this country is done. It's almost done now. We've got to get these people out of here. This is a money pit, and it is not sustainable. Totally unattainable. You can't do it. Ty Alexander, first video, knew you were a teacher. Yes. Yes, I've been teaching. I've been a teacher here in the state of North Carolina for 26 years. I teach high school, the ones who think they're grown. How you doing, B Rose? Thank you so much. I'm a new subscriber. Okay. Jewish, Persian, legal, perfect. Black Queen, since when were the first slaves indentured servants? I never ever heard this. I'm from Boston. They never taught this. Black Queen, there's a lot of things a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't realize, the history of the Irish here. Again, particularly, Black students are taught that, it was just Black Americans, who were enslaved. They don't give them the whole truth. And that's the problem. And then they lie to them and tell them they can't make it and because of the color of their skin. And it has nothing to do with the color of the skin. It has to do with the choices that you make. And that's the problem. Stop lying to these kids. That's why they're floundering and failing. That's why. Because of the lies. Yes, Dennis, all lives matter. And you keep lying to them. And so and some of you ask, well, why don't they listen when the police tell them to stop? Well, they've been lied to. The police officers are trying to kill you, and they hate you because they're Black and you're white. And I can give you guys a simple example in the field of education. A Black mother and her daughter, and this happened a while ago, years ago. The daughter did something wrong. The mother and the daughter had to meet with the principal. The daughter started talking to defend her actions, which she was wrong. The mother tells her, no, don't say anything. He's white, you're Black, you can't win. That's the wrong thing to tell your child. That child, when a white person of authority, like a police officer, tells them to stop, they're not going to stop because what's their feeling? I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you stopping me? Your job, that's bad parenting 101. That mother was supposed to tell her daughter, you're wrong. No, you just usurp the power of the principal. And that's wrong. Daniel, we're awake, not woke. Thank you so much for the super chat. If I'm wrong, correct me in the chat section. That's why when something happens, and of course, then you're gonna have Sharpton and that other crony, his crony, Ben Crump. So if something happens, they're there. Oh, this was a nice, sweet. Go back and talk to their teachers and get the truth. Thank you, Rain. Go back and get the real truth, not that crap that is formulated in the media. Talk to their teachers and we'll tell you how they really were. Not this nice, sweet picture of them when they were younger. No, I'll tell you about the smart mouth that they had, the curse words they used, the fights that they were in. I'll tell you the truth. See, people don't like me, but I tell the truth. No, they weren't this sweet, innocent teenager. No, they weren't. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. So, no, they don't parent. And you tell your kids that. So I know a lot of people are like, why don't they listen to the police? Because they've been lied to. And they stay, you see them 10, 15, 20. I told them, they're still in a rut. The white man's holding me down. No one's holding you down but you. Stop it. I'm sick of it. You're holding you down because you're believing the lies that you've been fed. You're brainwashed and you're indoctrinated. No one's holding you down but you. Why are most of the doctors in this country, most of them are from African descent, from Africa, not African Americans born in Africa. Come over here, learn the language, boom. Most of the doctors in this country are from Africa. They're not Black American. They don't have an excuse. The white man is holding me down. They come over here and work hard. Heck, when I was in college, all the students in Africa, they were running circles around everyone else. The African and Asian students. They don't come over here with excuses. And they come with a language barrier. They come over here and work hard to obtain their American dream. While you're still floundering complaining about the white man's holding you down, and you're holding you. Look in the mirror. That's going to tell you who's holding you back. You. How you doing? Thank you for the super chat. G8 City Blue Devil. That's who's holding you down. No one but you. Tell me I'm wrong. Type in the comment section. Jesse Lee Patterson. Yes, I watch his podcast as well. Right. Just do it. Or you can sit up and continue making excuses as to why you're floundering, as to why you're failing. I talked to a student last week. I said, I don't want to see you in 10, 15 years. Talking about, well, I can't make it. Mom did this. Dad didn't do that. I don't give a care. You're going to be singing that same song if I see you in 20 years. Really? That's what you're going to be doing? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Donald, don't even get me started on the books that are in the school now. It's a disgrace. Honestly, if I had children, they would not be attending a public school. It is shameful. It is. It really is. I can't even discuss some of the books that are found in the schools. It's a disgrace. And I think you know the narrative that they're pushing as well. You see, I think it was last week? I think it was last week. A principal had to resign from his job. He was an elementary school principal, and his side job, he was a drag queen. So anyway, the narrative that they're shoving down everyone's throats is ridiculous. And we love everyone, but come on, stop this with the children, please. Jesse is hilarious. Ben Carson grew up in poverty. Now he's a top surgeon. Top brain surgeon in America. He didn't make excuses. That's why he's a success. Just like Dr. Carol Swain didn't make it. She doesn't make excuses. She didn't. She grew up in abject poverty. Right? Yeah. And so you can work hard, right? Or you can sit around making excuses and remain in poverty. It's up to you. I don't want to hear it. Amy, I don't know you, but you seem like a very intelligent young lady. That's the smartest thing you could have done, and your kids are going to be better for it. Yes. GOP should vote in open primaries, and if Dems are running unopposed, you should write in none of the above or count. Right, Barnes? You're right. Missy, we definitely need many, many more educators like you. Rolynn, I'm afraid of most of them, and my grandchildren haven't even started school. Missy, you better be afraid. Yeah, email me. I can tell you some stories. You better be afraid. Jeff, the victim mentality, that's from of course the left, the Democrats, and they're victims. Victims. How am I? And I did an honest self-assessment, especially when the Black Lives Matter movement was really getting going after George Floyd. And that was the George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. Go look at my video on Trayvon Martin. That was a farce. They lied with the Trayvon Martin and with the George Floyd. All of that stuff was a hoax, all lies to fit their narrative. Go check it. Go check out my Trayvon Martin video. Andrew Rollins, 30 minutes ago, we spoke with 2 kids here in Springfield. Said, yeah, exactly. You're right, Andrew. You're right. Donald Massey, your daughter's very intelligent. How you doing? Lady Libra's back. Thank you, dear. How you doing, Chandra? Just discovered your channel. Nice to see people unafraid to speak out. Oh yeah, I'm speaking out because people need to know. And there's free speech in this country. And so I'm not making up stories. Everything I'm saying, you can Google, you can find it yourself. And so I want people to wake up. And I don't care if you still want to vote Democrat, that's you. You can sleep well at night. I can too. That's fine. I'm just saying is just know what you're voting for. So you don't wind up in the same situation as these people in these sanctuary cities. Don't vote for people because they're Black. Don't vote for people because they're women. That's too dangerous to vote, people. Motown for Trump. Okay, Nevada for Trump. God bless all the Trump supporters in the chat. Okay, I got you, Cha-Cha. Tina says, we don't have the money in the U.S. for anyone. We have to borrow from, right, we're borrowing money from countries, but we're supporting all these people that aren't citizens. That's crazy. Make it make sense. And so I'm not going to take any more of your time. Here we go. Yellow Rose, we're victims of racism. Yeah. And I did an honest self-assessment. And I said, am I a victim? Because that's what the Democrats keep telling me. I'm a Black female. I can't make it. And so I started thinking. So I asked one of my white coworkers, and she busted out. I said, am I oppressed? She started laughing, and I started laughing. How am I oppressed? I have a professional job. I own a home, 2 trucks. How am I oppressed? Type in the comment section. I mean, if I'm oppressed, tell me how I am, because I don't see it. Right, Nicholas, I worked hard. And I'm not a victim. I'm a victor. Anyone, all of you on here sounds like you believe in God. God doesn't create victims. We're victors. No one can make me a victim because I believe in God. So you got to take that crap somewhere else. I don't believe in that. Where are we, Yellow Rose? They try to deny that we're victims. Yeah, exactly. Vet those candidates. Exactly. Jeff, we have a God-fearing people in the chat, a lot of intelligent people, a lot of people who will not see our great country go down the toilet. Exactly. If I'm the Democrats have been telling me I'm a victim. So I just told you, explain it to me how I'm a victim. How am I being oppressed? Because I don't see it, but I mean, if you see it, just type in the comment section. I'm oppressed, right? I'm really oppressed. There are more Black millionaires alive in the U.S. right now than ever before in the history of the world. But those are the ones that the Democrats are using to tell us we're oppressed. The LeBron Jameses and the other people. We're oppressed. Really? Get out of here. Nonsense, people. God is large and in charge. Exactly. God is taking care of this. God had people to wake up because of this illegal immigrant situation. It's God. God's hand is in it. His hand is in everything. I see Black people being oppressed every day. Yellow Rose says that. Okay. Mark Robinson is the next North Carolina governor. I hope so. Only we can do this. Strengthen numbers. Exactly, Lee Carr. We can do this together. We don't have to take their crap. And people that I don't care if you vote Democrat or Republican, if they don't do what they say they're going to do, you vote them out of there. Don't keep voting for the same people. Oh my God. You're awakening, but still got to detoxify. Good point, Vince. Illegal alien, please use the correct term. Okay. Elvia, I'm trying to be politically correct, I guess. California, please vote. There's a Republican running against Adam Schiff. He's winning. Can't remember his name. He plays baseball. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Some of you have to go to work tomorrow, just like myself. I've enjoyed all of you. If you enjoyed this content, share this content out on your various forms of social media. I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys. I'm going to try to do another video during the week. I'm just so tired when I leave that school. Florida, how are you? Take care, Miss Rolynn. Until next time. Oh, I definitely will. And all of you as well. I think God has left America and it's going to fall. I think until America comes back to its Christian roots, you're absolutely right. We're going to have to get on board. Love you too, Guns Tommy. Thank you all so much. I've been thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. And hey, we don't all agree on everything. That's fine. That's okay. We don't have to. I just enjoy the conversation. And I want all of you to have a blessed work week. And I want to see you all back here next Sunday at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless you all. Mwah. Love you all. Be safe and stay away from the idiots. Andrew, love you. Love you too. And even though I'm ending the live stream, I'll still add some more comments in the comment section. Fort Worth, Texas, and I'll see you tomorrow in Mike Fisher's stream. Love you, dear. Thank you so much for coming over. All of you have an enjoyable, blessed, safe work week, and I'll see you next Sunday, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.